In this video, I'm going to be giving you the best new running shoes that are coming out in 2024. I'm going to be giving you my shopping list for the new year. What is up everybody, and welcome to Fordy Runs. My name's Chris Ford and I'm a running coach who likes to review running shoes here on YouTube. And in this video, like I said at the start, I'm going to be picking out the best new running shoes that are going to be coming our way in 2024. So there's loads of new shoes coming our way in 2024. We've got, the Nimbus 26, the Ride 17 already out there. Yeah, there's loads of new shoes coming at us. There's going to be new Super Traders, new Max Stack running shoes. There's going to be everything. There's going to be variations of our favourite running shoes. But in this video, I wanted to focus on the shoes that I'm really looking forward to getting hold of on the channel and reviewing as well on the channel this year. So sit back, get a cup of tea, and by the way, wait around to the end of the video because I'm going to shock you all with my top pick of 2024. The one shoe that I'm really looking forward to getting on this channel. Okay, so disclaimers at the front end. I've used images that are in the public domain. If that upsets anybody, please let me know, drop me an email and we'll figure that out. But I want to give credit where I can to those people. So Running Warehouse YouTube channel, Believe in the Run YouTube channel, and obviously websites as well. Road Run Trail, Alex Fility, I can't remember, Alex, apologies if I got your name wrong. But people like that, go on to their Instagram, go on to their YouTube channels, follow them, subscribe to them, make sure you watch and follow those guys. In particular, the guys from Believe in the Run, I really hope you subscribe to their channel as well as the others. Okay, so the first shoe we're going to talk about, and the first shoe that I want, is the Nike AlphaFly number 3. Okay, so this is scheduled to launch on January the 4th. We've got a one-piece Zoom X unit. That's changed. It's not decoupled anymore. It's apparently 15% lighter. We've got the new Zoom units designed to give us a little bit more pop off the toe. There's a lack of rubber on the outsole, but we'll come on to that when we review it. There's apparently a new arch design in there, which is one of the big problems with the shoe. We've got Atom Knit 3.0, and it's going to be £285 when it comes out. Now that shoe excites me because I need a new racing shoe. The Pro 4, will come on to that a little bit later from Adidas, but I need a racing shoe for this year because I've got the London Marathon. I'm hoping the AlphaFly is the answer to that. I like the fact that they've stabilised some of the ride. They made it a little bit more, what's the best way to describe it? Usable is the feedback that I've seen so far. I like the fact that it's the one-piece Zoom X. It's not decoupled in any way. Got some concerns about the outsole, but apparently or allegedly it can do at least 200 miles, but we'll obviously wait and find out on that one. But overall, the shoe looks a lot more stable, looks a lot more fun, so let's see. But that's the first shoe that I'm hunting out. Okay, the next shoe is a shoe that I don't have an image of. It's the Nike Pegasus Turbo 4. This is a shoe that's rumoured to have been discussed at the recent TRE in Texas. Now apparently this shoe is going to be going back to the origins of the original Nike Pegasus Turbo, which I'm really excited about. Hopefully we've got some Zoom X in there, whether they've gone with another foam, but let's hope they go back with the Zoom X, which is what the original version had. But I'm looking for a no-nonsense, no-plated, up-tempo daily shoe that takes some of that origins from the original shoe. The nature was nowhere near that, but let's see what they do with this, the Pegasus Turbo 4. Got no idea when it's coming out. I say this is a shoe that's been rumoured out of the recent running event in Texas, and fingers crossed it's coming our way by the summer. So the next shoe is the New Balance SC Trainer 3. If you followed along to the channel at all, I did the New York City Marathon with New Balance, and they were kind enough to give me the SC Trainer 2 for my training, and I really enjoyed that shoe. Now this new shoe has got a new blend, a fuel cell. It's a PIBA blend, midsole versus the total EVA before. We've got the stack of 40mm, 6mm drop, still maintains the energy arc, the carbon fibre plates in there. The weight's been reduced apparently. It's going to be $180, and this shoe is launching in the second half of the year. Now I'm really excited about that one. It looks a little bit more stable, it looks a little bit more fun, and I think it looks awesome. But I'm very excited. I really enjoyed SC Trainer 2. I know some of you didn't, but I really did enjoy that shoe. And I'm hoping that SC Trainer 3 will pick up in the second half of the year as I train for the Berlin Marathon. Right, so next up is the New Balance Fresh Foam X Balos. Now this is a brand new shoe, okay, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but this is a brand new shoe that came out at the running event in Texas. Now this is scheduled for release in August 2024, and it's going to be $200. Now this is a brand new shoe that features this PIBA, I think, yeah, I wrote it down, yeah, PIBA EVA blend Fresh Foam X, and it's that shoe that supposedly sits above the 1080. The 1080 is like the do-it-all everyday shoe. We've spoken about them on this channel before, but the Balos, or yeah, whatever it's called. That's supposedly sitting up. It's a little bit more runner-centric. It's got if you look at the shoe, it's got like a bit of a rocker going on. It's got a little bit more stack, and it's just to say, it's got this more sort of higher rebounding, more responsive Fresh Foam X in it. I'm kind of thinking Super Blast, although it's only got 33mm of stack, but I'm thinking Super Blast, so it's like I don't want to say Super Trainer, but it kind of going that way. It doesn't have any carbon in it, but it's one of those trainers that can do a lot of stuff, do your long runs, do your pace work in those long runs, but pick up some of those recovery miles as well. So I'm really excited to try it. I love new things. I think New Balance have got some very cool products this year. Obviously we've got I've already said about it, the SC Trainer, but you've got the SC Elite and things like that. But these two shoes from New Balance are the ones I want to focus on. Okay, so my shopping list this year is a little bit different to the norm, and one of those shoes that highlights that is my next one. Okay, so I'm after the Ultra Carbon Vanish 2. I never had the first version. I was put off a little bit by the stack heights, but this version has had an increase in the stack height. Okay, so we've got 36mm stack in this shoe. That's up 3mm from the previous version. We've got the Ego Pro in there that apparently is softer and lighter than the previous version, which is good. And also, the big thing for the shoe is it's got a full-length carbon plate instead of the 3/4 one that the old version had. It's got a nice durable outsole, a bit of decoupling on the toe area as well, but overall the shoe looks kind of funky, looks a little bit different, and I really enjoyed the Torin 7, I really enjoyed the Olympus from Ultra, so I'm really keen to try this shoe out. Now the only problem with this shoe is $260, so hopefully the guys from Ultra send it to me, and apparently it's releasing, now I wrote this down, in March 2024. Right, next up is a shoe that again I don't have an image of. I have seen images of it on videos, but obviously I'm not going to use those because I don't want to get into copyright problems. But the Adidas Adizero SL2 looks a cracking shoe. Now I really loved the first version of that shoe in 2023. The Light Strike 2.0 took a little while to come to you, but when it did, it was awesome. Now what they've done with this version is that they've increased the amount of Light Strike Pro in it. Previously there was only a little bit up the front, but what they've done is they've sort of pulled that all the way to a full length amount of Light Strike Pro in there with your Light Strike 2.0. And what I think you're going to get then is like a budget sort of up-tempo daily trainer, something along the lines of the Rebel from New Balance. But I really enjoyed the Adidas Adizero SL, and I think this version could be absolutely amazing. And I like the price point. The other one was like 120, 130 quid, and you can get that even cheaper. Now the release date apparently, again, none of this is confirmed, but Q2 2024, so let's wait and see if it does. Right, so next up, Hoker Max 6. Now, I've not been a fan of Hoker. I think their shoes are a little bit overhyped. They've got a lot of marketing money that they throw at everybody to buy the shoes, but for me, they're not really a brand that I've really got on with other than the Rocket X2. But the Max 6 looks interesting. Now, I stayed away from the Mac 5 because I had the Mac 4, which I enjoyed, but it burnt out real quick because it had that rubberized EVA outsole, which just burnt through down the rivers, the canal towpaths for me. But Max 6 has got a new rubber outsole, which is kind of awesome. Now, apart from that, we've got this supercritical EVA foam in there. We've got one piece instead of the dual density, which we've had before, so that looks good. It's $140 when it releases in March. The price point's about right, so I think we may have on our hands a good alternative to some of the other shoes out there, but let's see. I'm definitely going to try this one. I'm really excited about trying it, mainly because they've stuck some rubber on the outsole, and it doesn't mean it'll burn out after about 10 miles. Okay, so the next shoe that I'm excited about is one for you stability shoe wearers. Right, okay, so this is a shoe that I do have an image of, but I'm not sure it's 100% accurate, and that's of the Saucony Tempo 2. Now, that is confirmed to be coming out, but it does only have a mild update to the shoe. Most of that is focused around the upper, so what I want you to think about is like the Guide or Ride 15 going on to the 16. They basically switched up the uppers, which I think was a good improvement, and made some very minor tweaks to it. And apparently that's what we're going to get with the Tempo 2. So it's going to be more of an evolution, which I don't think is a bad thing because it's such a good shoe. With regards to the midsole elements, let's say, I think it, and I believe it to be about the same as well, which again I don't think is a bad thing, right? Now in terms of release date, there's nothing confirmed. It's all rumour out there at the moment, but I'm guessing we'll see it in the first half of the year. Okay, our next shoe is also from Saucony, and that's the Triumph 22. Now there's some videos out there again on YouTube, go and check them out. So the 22 has had a massive overhaul versus 20 and 21. We've got Power Run PB in there. Yes, we've got the same foam, kind of, I'll come on to that in a second, that's in the Endorphin lineup. Now previously they had the Power Run Plus, but that's now gone into the Ride. So they've stuck the Power Run PB into the Saucony Triumph. Now it's a sort of softer, tuned down version of what you get in the Endorphin line apparently. There's no speed roll technology in there, there's no plate in there. They've increased the stack supposedly, but you've got this big slab of Power Run PB. Now they made it wider to help with the stability, especially around the midfoot. You've got a new engineered 3D mesh on the shoe as well, and you've got a nice heel counter as well to help with some of that stability as well. If you check out the video from Running Warehouse, it does, I think, confirm the date on there, and I think from memory it was about $150 when it comes out. Okay, we've got one more shoe, and then I'm going to come on to the sort of shoes that I can't talk about. Okay, so the final shoe is the Brooks Hyperion Elite version 4. Now I'm excited to see what they can do with this shoe. Now, the Brooks Hyperions in the past have been firm and boring and non-responsive, but this new version looks kind of cool. We've got a DNA Flash version 2 in there, we've got this new upper, we've got this new plate design as well, and the whole shoe just looks like a total revamp, and it really does look pretty awesome. Now that's coming out in February, so there's not too long to wait on that one. Hopefully I've got them coming my way real soon. Okay, so look, now we're going to talk about some of the shoes that I can't really talk about, or I can sort of talk about them. Don't want to get myself into too much trouble. Obviously there's a lot of shoes out there, we've got embargoes on and things like that, so I've got to be very careful over the next bit. But I'm going to try and give you a few shoes that I'm looking forward to, and I'm going to tell you about them, but I'm not going to get myself into too much trouble, hopefully. Okay, so look, the Saucony Dolphin Pro 4 Speed 4 are two shoes that I'm very excited to get on this channel. I'm not going to say any more than that. There's so many leaked images out there, which I'm not going to show deliberately on this video, but they will be coming our way pretty soon, all right? That's all I'm going to say on it. They look very cool. Let's see exactly what they've done here. I'm not going to say any more than that, but they are two shoes we're going to be getting on the channel. Now, before you ask in the comments, the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro 4 was slotted for a release this year, but I believe that may have even been pushed back to 2025. They've had some issues with the shoe, so I think we're only going to get the Pro 3 again this year, probably some new colorways. We may get the Pro 4 at some point right late in the year, but I'm guessing from everything I've heard that it's coming in 2025. A shoe that I'm interested in is the Mizuno Flash 2. I don't know too much about it, but it looks kind of cool. Energy foam, plastic plate, kind of along the lines of the Boston 12 from Mizuno. Let's see. Mizuno got some very cool shoes coming this year, so let's see what they come with. They've got that mystery shoe that we're not going to talk about. But yeah, so the Flash 2 is the one that I'm very interested in getting on the channel. Asics Super Blast 2 is confirmed to be coming this year. I don't know when. Apparently it's only a upper update, but let's see. I have seen some stuff about a new outsole, but again, nothing's confirmed with that one, and I'm not going to get myself into trouble about talking about it too much. You'll have to wait and see. Right, so the last shoe, and that's the one shoe that I said that I'll tell you about at the end that I'm most excited about, is going to confuse some of you. Now, you're not going to believe it, but the shoe that I'm most looking forward to is a shoe that I've actually seen, I've held, and I've played around with, and it's the Brooks Hyperion Max 2. Now, I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to get in trouble, but I've spent some time with the guys at Brooks, and I've seen the shoes that are coming out, and that shoe looks amazing. Think Speed 3, Speed 4 from Saucony, along them sort of lines, but this really does look banging. I'm not going to say too much else about it. I think it's coming the summer 2024, but I want you to hold out for that one because it really is going to be a fantastic shoe. And yes, I did say hang about for a Brooks shoe. Okay, people, that's my list. Now let me know in the comments, what are you waiting for? What shoes are you hanging on in there for in 2024? What are you after? What have you heard? Start the rumour mill down in the comments, people. Start it down there. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Hopefully I've not got myself into too much trouble, but that's it from me. I'll catch you later.